So we're gonna do a little review, demo of the deck that one of my friends told me to build. Here we go. Just load the replay. Pretty bad hand. So you just set both of the traps. Hope you survive. This deck only has 3 starters and then 2 hard bricks and then 4 other soft bricks. So the point of the deck is to survive long enough to do your combo. So you have to go against a deck that's not going to kill you. So here I'll use the Dogmatika engine just to survive. But his board recurs every single turn, which is an insane part of the Dragoon Armed Dragon Thunder deck. So I'm just gonna sit here and try to survive a couple turns. You'll see on his turn he's gonna regenerate his whole board, which isn't that impressive, but he triggers the Dragoon card to add a card to his hand, which allowed me to use one of my ace cards, Sales Pitch, which allows me to add any card from my deck to my hand, which in this case I searched for the Righty Driver, which is the only starter in the deck that performs the whole combo, and you can only run 3 of it. So the basic idea with the deck is that you use the trap trick to perform the whole to search for the combo by searching Sales Pitch the moment they search. The bad part is that'll also turn off all your traps for the turn, and traps is one of the primary ways you try to survive in this build, so you have to interrupt them and hope they search after they interrupt, which is kind of insane. But you see here, I successfully pull off the combo. You'll see the combo here. Go into Cherubini, send the Carboneddon, some of the Justicia, some of the Link Cross because they didn't ban Link Cross, some of the Marshmallow Marcher because they didn't ban Marshmallow Marcher, some back the Righty Driver because you need it for a very specific synchro, summon the Herald of Arclight because I don't know why they needed you to have the Herald of Arclight. Search for Sauravis with the Herald of Arclight to make sure that the Road Warrior resolves. Summon the Cyber-Stein. At one point, I did search for the Telekinetic charging cell with the Vylon Cube, and then you just resolve Cyber-Stein for free twice. It would be 3 times if I had Ash Dragon in my deck, but it didn't happen. So here's the deck. It's so very specific what the starters are in the deck. So if you draw Justicia, that's a soft brick. If you draw Vylon Cube, that's a soft brick. If you draw Carboneddon, if you draw both Carboneddon, that's a hard brick, meaning you can't perform the combo and you're just the mid-range control deck trying to go for value. If you draw Cyber-Stein, that's a hard brick, but you can just normal summon Cyber-Stein if it's the first turn and then summon Exterio and hope they're not a monster-based deck in this monster-based format. Or you can summon Dragoons and hope that your traps are enough to stop them with Torrential and Punishment. And then Lefty Driver is a soft brick. Righty Driver is the hard starter, but there's conditions to the hard starter. You can't have any monsters on your board. Hence why we play the Dark Hole and the Torrential to clear your own board. It's not to clear your opponent's board. It's to clear your own board because the conditions to start this combo is that you have to have no monsters on your field to start this combo. Also, you have to normal summon this monster, which creates even more problems because you can't 1-for-1 it as an alternative starter. You can wear Arfdal it, but since the conditions of the combo with Goyo Defender is that you can't have any other monsters other than Earth Warriors, you have to start with a clean board. Sauravis, this was the request of the person who wanted me to build the deck. Nadir's for all the times. So I wanted to make the deck so that if I draw any of the soft bricks, all the other cards in my hand will be playable. But I had to play Phantazmay to solve all the hard bricks. So Phantazmay is the only semi-unplayable, but that's what the side deck is for. You just side out the Phantazmays in the matchups that you don't need the 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 Phantazmay for, or you just side out like all the search cards for the combo, because you're not comboing once they figure out what they you're not comboing once they figure out what combo you do. You're mainly just trying to summon Dragoons at that point and just trying to win with just Dragoons. But the Dragoons will also not have the pop, so you're just trying to win with a naked Dragoons that can't pop, just negate. So just negate and gain attack. You play Harpie's Feather Duster because you can search it with Sales Pitch. Sales Pitch basically searches your whole deck. Can search any of the starters. Can search any of the. Can search Dark Hole or Feathers Dusters. Can search anything, but it's completely reliant on your opponent to search, which is I thought that to be like super interesting. Like you're playing a deck around just a hard starter, and that was like a super hard design. Like he wanted me to construct a deck just to play this card and just this card to perform a combo with like a bunch of bricks, and I thought that was interesting. So I came up with this engine of just hard searching it with like the most obscure search card, which is Sales Pitch, which essentially searches everything. And then you have hand traps. You just play 6. You can play you play 9, but these can be ogres. But like keep in mind that you need to fix your hands, and this is the only way to fix your hand. Other than playing like bad cards like Reload, which are inherent neg ones, you just try to keep it as pluses. And then your extra deck. So the only cards that aren't included in the combo, well, semi not included in the combo, is the Apollousa, but Apollousa is an end part of the combo, and then Nist. Titaniklad is part of the combo if you don't start off with Nadir. Like if you start off slow with the combo and you just start off with like the Righty Driver, then you summon this to make the Apollousa to get the extra material to make it 24, and then on the end phase you'll search for your Fleurdelis, and then but then you won't be able to resolve your punishment because you would have your combo takes up your whole extra deck except one card if you do the full combo, which the combo takes 14 cards in your extra deck to perform, which is kind of there's a partial combo where you can just not do the Apollousa, but then you leave up your Cyber-Stein up for the ability to hit it, and it didn't seem like a logical thing to do, so I made it so that you can summon the Apollousa. Another thing you can do is summon Boral Sword, or you can summon something that will kill, because sometimes you'll have plenty of negates but no way of killing them, but Apollousa just makes it so that they can't kill you with just monster effects if you perform the combo, if you find the one card to normal summon. But other than that, you're just the mid-range deck trying to survive until you find your one combo piece with the 9 ways to get to it, which is hard drawing it, Sales Pitch, or Trap Trick, relying that they search at all. Another card you could run is Waking the Dragon in this format, since Harpie's Feather Duster exists, since Lightning Storm exists, although I don't think Lightning Storm is still good this format. Lightning Storm will have its format, but it's definitely not this format. So try out the deck. It's like prohibitively expensive, but you can easily switch out the Dragma engine for like any other trap stun based engine, because this deck's like extremely slow, so you can switch it to control and then just not run the Dragma cards, but the extra deck's pretty required. You can change this to alternative. You can change this card to alternative Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is just like another monster that's impossible to kill, and also it pops cards, which is a new feature that Dragoon can't do unless he's summoned properly. So yeah, check out the deck and let me know how it goes.